Karibuni Rafiki, welcome to the Mambo Jumbo podcast with me, Sonia and
Chance. And today's episode is very interesting. We have a hot topic for you, but before we get to that, something happened. So we recorded our this session last week.
Can you believe it? We talked for a whole hour and then it wasn't even recording. You only recorded 8 minutes. Can you believe it? I was so pissed.
We were very angry and it was like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we were tired.
And I was like, no, like I'm stopping this.
We're not doing it. We're not recording. We're not redoing it. Because like
you
we
have
also
to drive too. Right?
Yeah. And then like we work too. Like we're working full time right now. So it's just like
it was too much.
It was a lot.
And then we had an accident that same week. And then I had a shitty trip. Things were just not.
It wasn't working in our favor.
Last week it was just. And you said it. You're like, I feel like this week things are just not working in our favor.
It's not working out. Yeah.
It was just a week that I don't want to ever go back to.
Yeah, it was just so many events happening. Like everything just going downhill. So
yeah. But you know what? We survived.
Yeah.
We are here. We are alive.
And
we're very grateful.
That's all you can do, right? Take it easy. Take it one day
at a time. One step at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's my birthday week.
Happy birthday to Madame. Madame Chance.
And I'm very excited.
How are you feeling about you turning? You gonna tell them or no? Or a lady never tells?
A lady never tells. But
okay.
I think my mood today was not good. I was very angry.
She's been cranky, man.
And I was cranky, and I think there's a time where I just went silent.
Yeah.
And I just I got lost. I got away for like 2 hours.
You know, this girl, she's been fighting with Jawari this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not even about her. It's just,
I think it's not. Yeah,
I think something the new age is bringing some realities to me.
Yeah.
And one of the topic we're talking today is something that
Is that why you...
Yeah, it's just like I feel it certain way. We're so sorry.
Just continue.
We are so sorry. Someone starts calling. Anyway, I feel like
How are you feeling?
I feel like I was going back into depression, you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
I know, like when I start going back into depression, I go like into fight mode, flight mode.
Oh wow!
And then I shut down, and then I was like, I can't go back there. Okay. It was horrible 3 years ago, and I don't think I want to go back there. I don't want to even relive those moments.
Like even like about depression, we were talking about it earlier. I feel like I was talking about it with Joanne. It's just like with women's productive system and stuff. Like when you're like, especially we're talking about birth control. Let me tell you. So, I'm anemic, right? So what is this? My doctor's like, oh, like you're having like, this is TMI again. So you're having heavy flows and stuff, right? And I was telling him, yeah, like I'm tired all the time and stuff. So he's like, oh, what I would recommend, yeah, you can't, and I don't sleep. Like I'll just be like, I'm tired, and I'm like, but I cannot sleep, right? So he's like, okay, this is what you need to do, like go see like a gynecologist, right? And then I saw this lady and stuff, and she's like, oh, you should be like taking this birth control, they're gonna help you and stuff. Girl, when I took those birth control, imagine I just took it for 2 weeks. You know what they did to me? I was depressed. I gained like 20 pounds on top of that. And then imagine, I'm saying like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh, my hair needs a trim. And I'm like trimming my hair. I continue going. I cut my own hair like I was bald. And then, you know what the funny thing is? Samira looks at me, she's like, you look like Azizi. Like, you look like a boy.
Okay.
I was just like, yeah, me and Aziz, we kind of look alike. Everyone says me and Aziz, we look alike, so twins. Yeah. There was like, I don't know, like, especially when you're like depressed.
Yeah, I got injections too, like last year.
Do you feel like it's that, or you feel like just a new chapter in your life?
You know, the injection stays in your system even after.
Yeah, even the birth control
for a year.
Yeah, because that. Like,
and I think after I got that injection.
Yeah.
I was in a bad place. I would just start crying.
Great.
Every emotional thing, I would just
just start feeling it?
Yeah, I would just be like start crying. I gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, I mean, you
I
gained
could
so much.
feel myself. People are like, no, you look good. I said, no. This is
lie.
not, do not tell me I look good.
Yeah.
I felt it. Like I've never ever gained such weight. I get, especially like here, I think this belly was so big like this. And I was like, what's happening? Like I'm eating right. I started skipping meals. That was not the problem. And then it makes you hungry.
Yeah, that's so true. It makes you so hungry, and then like your mood is just going up and down.
Up and down. You're happy, the next minute you're crying, the next minute you don't want to talk, the next minute you don't want to...
It's ridiculous.
Let me tell you, I don't think I want to go back there.
No, you wouldn't. Nobody wants to be like.
Listen, at this point, I decided I'm gonna be dealing with my flow, my way. I don't care because, like, I know how much pain I go through. Like, I literally start crying, and when I start crying, my body shuts down. I'm just feeling the pain, and it's me and that pain. And I was like, instead of me going back to birth control, and reliving those moments of, like, being depressed, being lonely, even though you have people who are close to you who love you and you're surrounded by their love, but you still feel lonely. It's like you become needy.
You do.
And I'm like, I don't want to go back there again. So, and it's that, and it's just like this new chapter.
I feel like it's a lot of things.
Yeah, this new chapter is a chapter that I am embracing it. But I just feel like in life, I'm not where I am supposed to be.
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe you're thinking like you're not where you should be.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like you get.
And like, I should be successful right now. I should be on a yacht. I should be in Maldives. You know, okay. No.
Do the most.
But overall, I'm learning to love myself and accept myself and know that everything comes at the right time and the creator has the purpose for everything. Because as we were saying on our first ever episode, we said we've been procrastinating and finally we are here. There was a reason why that person pushed us. And maybe we were procrastinating because the creator knew that that was not the right time and knew that at a certain time you guys needed to start this, but you're not going to start in your own way. There's someone who's going to push you.
But it is true. If you look at it, if we started back then, I think we would have dropped it.
No, we would,
because like we were like in school. That was like the
so
most stressful. You were like that was the most stressful time in my life. I would have been like school. I wasn't eating, man. Like you just like skipping meals. Like you're not getting enough.
You don't have time.
Assignments. Like it's constantly like you're working, and then you're working a job on top of that. It's just like it's a lot going on.
Your life and the job are like full-time things in your life. But we have started, and our topic for today.
What is it?
Drum roll, please. I said drum.
My friend.
Say,
there's no drum roll, man. Just start.
Drum roll. Our topic for today is marriage pressure.
The pressure is getting worse.
The pressure is pressuring.
So how do you feel pressured to be married by now?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What?
I was engaged.
I think we were all engaged.
We were all engaged at some point.
Yeah. Just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out. I'm like, Chance, right now you could be in your own house. You could be in your husband's house. That's how I felt.
I don't know. I feel like I said it like when I'm in like in that stage. I feel like I haven't seen positive marriages, so like I feel I tend to ruin stuff. Like if I'm like seeing, one thing about me, like if I see like characteristics you have that I've seen through other people, like in toxic relationships, I run away from you. Because I just cannot put myself in that situation. I'm just like looking at
energy.
I don't have energy to be dealing with stuff like that. I don't. And I run away. Like me, I'll cut you off. I don't have time. Like, why am I staying in the... If I see you have like...
too much going on.
Too much... No, like, just like too much going on. Like how you are as a person, like your character. And the stuff that you do. Like, I just sit down and observe you. Like, just see how you move around, how you're treating other people. And like just the way you're talking to people. Or like yelling at me as if I'm your child. just know Sonia is out. I'm not dealing with stuff like that. So no.
I couldn't.
So why didn't you get engaged?
Why did I?
Why did you not?
I didn't get. I did get engaged. I just didn't move forward with
Yeah, why
engagement.
didn't you move on?
Toxic.
In what?
Also, like the person in question was I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube. Abusive.
Was it verbal?
It was verbal, emotional. It was a verbal which affected my emotion, and then it went to one day they hit me.
Hey.
And yeah.
Yikes.
And let me tell you, for me it's a red flag. And there's so many women out there that need to be educated.
Yeah.
On things like this, because we think that it's okay, but really it's not okay. And let me tell you, if this person is starting at that early stage, just imagine what kind of person they are once you step in this house and it is only 2 of you. And I felt like I was rushing things. I was what, 22?
Yeah.
Like by this time I could have had like 5 kids or 2. Okay.
5 kids.
You never know.
No. Let's go.
With the way things
bless
are
you
going.
with triplets.
Maybe, but I could have had kids. I couldn't have had time for myself. I couldn't have found myself the way I'm finding myself right now. Because as a woman, like I feel like right now my brain has developed. Then it was like the pressure of the society, seeing how my friends are getting married at such young age, and you're like, wait, why shouldn't I? But really, it's you start. I look back and I'm like, that the ring is okay, but the ring comes with baggage and a burden. The ring comes with you losing your identity. And that ring, it's something that you sign up for, that you can never take. You can take back, but it's just gonna take a long process and time for you to take it back.
Yeah.
Because that ring is like a promise. It's like a lifetime cave.
Yeah.
Just the 2 of you. And for me, my eyes opened. Like immediately that person hit me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I emailed the ring back. I said, you know what? It's not you. It's me.
You know, it's you and you.
I was 22. I
guess
just
you
needed
didn't
any reason to let go. Because if you say it's you, they'll say I'll work on myself. And which area do you want me to work? You know it, and then I will be put back in.
Yes.
So I needed to say it's me, me. And that person shamelessly said, yeah, it's you. And they took the ring back. And not a lot of people know that I was engaged at some point and that I was in a very bad relationship. I don't talk much about what I went through in the past because right now, and this is where it's so wrong. When someone says, I don't want to get married.
Yeah. And
people are like, why do you not want to get married, or you want to become a decent, especially the society, like they label you as whatever. But it's just the experiences that you went through and the trauma that you went through in the past relationships. Yeah. It's what just brings you to a point where you're like, I don't think I'm ready to do this anymore. It closes you off. And people need to learn to take time to listen to people and get to know the reasons as to why people are not they don't want to do certain things or want to get into certain relationships. Because behind every woman who's saying that to every man is someone who has been hurt and broken.
And it's just like sometimes it's just like what you have experienced and what you have seen throughout. Like for me, with my parents, but like that, I feel like that affected me to the point like sometimes I look at other people's relationships. I'm just like, I don't want to get married. Like if it's like this,
I better be single.
I'd rather be like have peace of mind. And nowadays, what price am I getting with the men? At this point, I don't see a price.
Like what he can provide, I'm able to provide for myself.
Yeah, like it would be nice like to have someone to rely on, but like some people are just coming up with a lot of baggage themselves. They need to work on themselves, and then bringing that on me too, right? And I feel like everyone is a work in progress, right? We all have to be working on ourselves in some ways, right? Like if it's career, if it's character. And then nowadays, like the stuff that especially like you see online, I know like it's not every man is like that, but like they're taking on that behavior from online because I work with kids and I see the type of stuff like how they start, like, especially with teenage boys, like I see how they're starting to act like alpha. They be saying alpha man, I'm like this, I should be like, men is like this, or like the way they be talking. Sometimes I'm like, watch the way you talk, because like if you continue, this is how like you like how you progress to be, right? So I'm like, always watch your tone, like be polite, like don't be just like, don't be arrogant. Just like, and also like look for the signs. Don't just like look at him, look at his family, look at the family he comes from, because his family will tell you a lot. And sometimes these family members, they be knowing what that man does, and they're still like covering for him. That's the families I don't like. If you know your son is like this, and then you have, you know, they start saying, oh, my in-law, but then he's cheating against another girl who's doing the same thing too. And then you guys,
they are calling our wife.
And they're covering for him. Can you imagine?
Friends out here, especially their friends.
Their friends that like, I don't, with friends, no, I don't. Yeah, they're just covering for him. Like, be mindful, because you have daughters. Whatever you like, whatever you do to someone else's daughter, someone else will do to you. Not, it might not be to your sister. You'll be your mother or your daughter that you're gonna end up having. So be mindful of how you're treating other people, because it might not affect you, but it will affect someone along the line who's in your life, who you care about.
That's true.
That's how I look at it. I'm just like,
and what is the right age to get married?
I don't think there's a right age to get married, but I feel like you shouldn't get married when you're like really young. But like, come on, like if you're like 19, I feel like at that point, like if you feel like you're ready to get married, get married.
Go ahead, yeah.
Like, cause there's no time limit. Like you don't. Maybe that's your person. You found your right person, and you're like 18 and stuff. Yeah. Then you can move on forward. Like if he has the characteristic you like if he has the deen and he's like following the Islamic, like if you're a Muslim, like he's following the Islamic procedures on like your character and how you should be, then go for it. Because I've seen people get married when they're young and they're still together, and I've seen like people who get married older and they're not together. So it's like, and it's also like the opposite. It could be either or, right? So I've known I have a good friend of mine. She got married like right after like we were done high school, and she's still married until now when she has kids, right? And I've seen one of our friends too, like our other friend. She got married like maybe like I would say like 3 years ago, and she's divorced now. So like it just depends. You don't know when your time is, when your right person is coming, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, in the meantime, you just have to work on yourself and also focus on yourself. And sometimes someone comes, exactly. And sometimes he comes like when you least expect it. That's when God like
when you're not
provides
even
you.
thinking about it.
Yeah. So like I would say, just work on yourself. What is the other question you had for me?
Okay, my dosing. Whew. This one is heavy. What are some of the things that pressure both men and women to get married, and how do these things affect?
I think the pressure.
Affect them. Sorry.
I would speak like based on culture. I would say like in our culture, I see the aunties bringing their sons as if I asked you, do I look like I'm interested in your son? No, auntie, leave him. Like you don't even know what that son of yours does, and I know what your children be doing. Like, leave them there. I'm not interested.
We know all of them.
We know all of them. Just leave us
alone. We know how they be going in all our friends' DMs.
We know how they are like, oh, my son is like this. My son is like this. And then sometimes they're just giving you unsolicited advice. I didn't ask for advice. Like, sometimes I'm just like,
I didn't ask you.
I didn't ask you. Like, sometimes
and not to be rude, but I didn't ask you.
You know, I'm just like, I'm not
rude.
And sometimes you won't even have, like, they would be telling you, especially when you're like really young, like, oh, like, move, like, you should be getting married, you should be thinking. And every time they see you, like, oh, once you married. I feel like it's just the pressure from like the family, like sometimes it's your family members.
You start thinking something is wrong with you.
Yeah, they start thinking that, like, it's like at your age.
Not even then.
Look,
like,
at your age.
That goes to your, like, it's like that question sticks to your head so much. That when you see other people progressing, you start thinking, like, you start questioning your identity, your character, you as a person, what are you lacking?
And then they'll be like, at your age, I already had 5 children. And so, how is it our problem?
No. Is you me? Is me you?
And do I look like I want 5 children like you?
I do not even want to.
And you know the funny thing is, all those, no, it's not all of them.
It's not all of them.
They're not like, I don't see healthy relationships. Because back then they were willing to tolerate a lot of bullshit.
Now they don't.
The man is like he's abusive to you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, just, I don't know how to say in English, but like humiliate, like he will change.
Be patient, tolerate it.
Like he's gonna change someday, and the way he's talking to you, and then you just like, oh, that's how he is. No, like if he starts, he's already like that.
He started when he was younger.
Yeah. And then he's already like that, and you think he's gonna change.
And he's already a man.
Imagine, no. And then they were just willing to tolerate so many stuff that like we are not willing to tolerate. And also like society makes it seem like when you reach like you're 25, you should be married, and like by now like you should start to have kids and stuff, right? And then what is this? So it's like community, family members, and just society as a all like makes you
sometimes
wanna, like, pressures you.
Also friends.
Family, yeah, friends too. Seeing other friends get married too, like you feel like
not even that. There's some friends out there who will rub it in your face. Once they get that ring, you will not sleep.
Is this one friend of Chance is like that?
You too. But no, not even that. I've had a lot of my friends, my ex-friends, that have gotten married, and one of the things that every time, this is me how I feel, but not every time. Again, I've been learning to gradually how to accept myself and love myself first, because I feel like I cannot love someone if I don't love myself.
Yeah.
And I've come to understand that, and it took me a hard time to understand that. I remember that the wedding we went to, there was some of the people that I used to talk to, and they were there with their husbands.
Oh.
And it hit me so hard. Because I was like, wait. If I had just moved on with that damn engagement, I would be one of those
but
people.
You would have been
I would be saying my husband. Until I go home, I got a wake-up call. It's like when that cold water hit my body. I woke up and said, Chance, I love this single life. Okay, not single life. I love this life.
Yeah.
Where you don't even have to talk to anyone. It's me, my popcorn and my Netflix and chill.
Yeah, you don't have to be answering to someone.
No, you have to be like,
well, I'm here.
Why are you dressed like this? No. But one of the things, it's friends. Some friends will not let you have peace. You to calm down. You know you're married. Not every time we meet my husband. Not every you. I know my sister. I know you're married. I did not say you're not. I accept it. I accept that you're married. We wholeheartedly accept it. But relax. He's not going anywhere. No one's going to steal him. No, I'm serious. Like there's some people I just can't, and this is why I don't hang out with people's wives. My husband. So you don't have an identity on your own. It's identity. But again, to them, marriage is beautiful and we are happy for them.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like you're rubbing salt on my wounds. And like right now, it's not even my wounds. It's like, okay, husband.
But do you think that they don't realize they're just like happy that they're married?
They're just happy that they're married.
Yeah.
And that's okay to be in love and to love someone to that extent.
Why are you emphasizing on that extent?
It's just too much. I swear to God, if you meet some of these people, you just
I met one of them. I'm just like,
you'd be like, I'm leaving. Like I'm leaving straight up.
That friend of yours, I can't be long with her. She's just too much for me. She's a lot to take in.
It's like I'm married now, and that's okay. And I love the fact that you're married. I love the fact that you found love. But relax. So you see why now I don't associate with women who are married.
But I feel like you're in a different mindset if you're married. Like you have a different way of looking at stuff.
I know, but don't be coming to bring that to me. If you and I go brunch, if you mention my husband, I swear to God, I'm walking out.
Chance.
Me?
No, my husband now.
Who's our husband? Who's our?
I said now their husband.
Let them be their husbands. Me too, I have a man, even though there's no ring. But you hear me say my man? No. You like some things, you just gotta relax.
They're proud now. They got a certificate, they are wife official. They're satisfied wife.
So, for me, I feel like that also could be the pressure, like from friends, and that's okay. And me, I love love. I celebrate love when I see love.
And then, you know the thing is, like, even with the pressure, right? Last time we mentioned this year, he's telling me, oh, and mind you, I'm like in the middle of my 20s. he's like, oh, you should be thinking about getting married now as you get older.
You do not become attractive.
Yeah,
you
like as you get
attractive
older,
men.
like, you start like losing like attraction and stuff. I'm just like, what kind of nonsense are you telling me? And then he's like, oh, I have sisters who are like around like their 30s and like around like 28 and stuff, and they're still looking for married. They're looking like to get married, and they can't get married because most of the guys. And imagine the guys they're in their the guys are in their 40s. How they and then they want to go marry someone who's like 18 or not, or like 20 or 22 like that. So like you can control. And I feel like some men they go like for younger women because they like it's easier to manipulate someone sometimes like who's younger, right? And like you haven't developed and you haven't been in a relationship with someone, right? To know like how to maneuver around their relationship. So it's easy for them to mold them into what they want or what they perceive a wife should be, right? And it's easier to, right, to like manipulate them, like even with their family, because like sometimes they do take you, like especially like I know a girl who got married like she's 18 to like a guy who's almost like 40.
Me too.
And then the guy took her, like she's like from Canada, right? The guy took her to the States, right? And sometimes they do that to take you away from your family, right? So they can be doing shit to you.
Yeah.
And then like you don't have anywhere to run to.
You lose the support system.
Yeah. Me, if I get married, I'm moving closer. I'm gonna be in the middle of my parents. Do something to me, see if my brothers don't come and beat you up. No.
You're so small, but you're so bad.
No, me, I'm serious. Like I'll be close to my family. Like do something to me, see if my brothers won't come.
But that don't come for us, eh? We're peaceful people. But yeah, that's true. I also know a friend who got married when she was 20.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, let me tell you.
Tell me just now. Tell me.
When I was 22, I was still engaged to that person.
Oh.
But there was this guy in my DM. So the guy comes with a marriage proposal. He said, you know, when you and Johanna were having the conversation, it triggered me. That's how I went to the room.
Oh,
so,
okay. I was like, what's wrong with this lady?
So like, the guy goes like, "You're very beautiful." I said, "Thank you." He started sending his pictures. I said, "Why are you sharing your pictures with me?" He said, "Oh, I like you. I'm ready to settle down." I said, "Okay. How old are you?" God help me.
How old was he?
He said, "I'm in my mid-20s."
What does that mean, sir?
I said, "I'm so sorry. Can you elaborate?" He said, "I'll be turning 35." Eh?
How are you mid-30s and you turning 35? What kind of nonsense is that?
He said, "I'm a youth."
I'm tired of people.
No, wait.
Wait. This youth thing, I'm tired of it.
It needs to end.
It needs to end. Imagine, I was with some people, right? And then, imagine, they're older than me. And then, they're like, and me, I have an older brother, right? I have nieces and nephews, right? Yeah. So me, I accept I'm no longer a youth since I have nieces and nephews. I'm an auntie.
Like I'm a youth.
I know I'm an auntie.
Myself.
Yeah, even though I'm still young, I'm an auntie, right?
Yes.
So then, they're telling me, "Oh no, me, I'm a youth." I say, you are a youth. I say, you're crazy. If you can see like the kids that you used to change their diapers, they're walking around, they're about to go to high school, you are no longer a youth. Except you are an auntie.
So, anyway, the guy, I said, you know me.
What did you say?
I was dying hard. I said, "Okay, how can I help you?" Let me tell you. The picture, this person looks like they're in their 50s. But me, I can't be rude. I want to be humble. So I said, "Okay, sir, how can I?"
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I'm giving you 1 month. You know, I don't have time to waste."
Of course, you're
I
almost
like
dead.
you. I like you. I want to settle down with you. So, I'm giving you 1 month to think about it. I can provide you with the life that you want.
He can provide you the life you want.
Let me tell you what I replied him. My ancestors and I will take you to the grave.
That bad?
It was that bad. He blocked me within 30 seconds.
Yeah, because you have no respect. How dare you?
I will just say, I said, may your ancestors, in fact, May they never see your. I was so mad. Like, who are you to come and give me an ultimate? Like, I don't know you like that. And you are 50. How are you gonna call yourself here? I'm in my mid-20s and you tell me you're 35. How are you in your mid-20s and you're 35? And in your face, you look 60. I'm sorry, even my father is more handsome than you. Me, don't piss. Even you look older than my father.
I don't like anyone if you come.
No, I'm sorry. No, don't lie to
my
me.
dad's age.
First of all, you start lying to me. Second, you're giving an ultimatum. I don't know you. I don't know where you live. And I don't even want to say which country these people are from. But let me tell you, this is why I don't want any man from that country.
Don't discriminate.
No, I'm not discriminating, but like it's an ick. Because this is the second experience I've had with the same people. And I'm just like, is it that the devil just looks at me and says, today I want to poke you and send someone?
What country was it from?
And then he said, just know that you will hit your 30s with no man. You think, this is what you say, no? I'm even managing you.
Managing?
Wow.
Those strong words.
I just blocked him. Block and delete. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Some men out there, they don't know how to quote women.
That's true.
You come with demands. First of all, whatever you're demanding, I don't know you like that. And then you're talking to me and you're talking to other women. You can't even keep track of which one you're talking to. And that's why when it comes to character reading, some men are able to take time to read a woman's character, and then you end up picking the wrong character, and then you start putting us in one category. Women are like this. No, sir. You are talking to 5 women at once. How are you going to know this one has good character, this one has bad character?
That's true.
When you need to take time and quote, and me personally, I've had people who are saying, oh, you should be talking to multiple men. No. I am so sorry, I'm talking to one man. And this man, it's not like I'm committing myself to you. I am just putting you in this box where I want to get to know you and you only. Because if I divert my attention to the other person and this other person, can you imagine if you have like 4 people you're getting to know? You'll be confused which character belongs to which person. And then you end up picking the wrong partner. And you leave someone who was meant for you there.
But sometimes also you get lost. Sometimes like when I see when people tend to do that, you get lost. Like you see the physical instead of like actually what the person is, and you like
their
what you said, their characters,
their ambitions. Who are they as people? What builds them up?
And how do they treat people?
How do they treat people around you and
values?
you? What's their values and beliefs?
So
because let me tell you, as someone, and this is coming, and also the society needs to stop this. You know, my dad's a pastor. And I love the fact that my dad's a pastor. And I appreciate that my dad is a pastor. Now, you that is waiting for me to marry a pastor, I don't know what is your problem. I don't know where we had an agreement.
Are you talking to your papa or what?
No, not my papa.
Oh, okay. I was like, hey.
My papa is very chilled. Like, we need to stop putting those expectations on people. It's like your father is like has these standards in the society, so you must also marry a man who has those same standards. No, like, and I've said it again and again. I want a man who believes in God. But at the same time, you do not have to like be full, like, you know, like as a pastor, like you need to be involved in the church. No, I want you to know that there's God, worship God, apply God's values and beliefs in your life and in our marriage. But you do not have to be involved in the church, and that's okay. But let me tell you, and this is coming from people close to me, they're always like, Chance, you know there's a new pastor in town, he's moved from this, and why are you telling me he's single? So what does that have to do with me?
I want you to be the first lady.
No, I don't want to be the first lady. I want to be the you see where I am, I'm very comfortable. No, let's just be honest. You're a singer in church. They want you to specifically marry someone in that church who either is a youth pastor, is an evangelist, or holds a seat in the church.
That's how church is?
No, it's just like some churches, that's the
okay.
expectations that they come with. And then it comes from church to community. And now you have the pressure of following into your parents or into your church's footsteps because they hold a certain standard for you. Like now my father is a pastor, so they're expecting either I'm gonna marry an evangelist, I'm gonna marry a singer, or a youth pastor or a pastor. I do not want that for myself. That is another pressure. Like certain expectations coming from your community to you because of the standards certain people in your life hold in that community. And that's something that people need to stop. And that's why we see so many young women out here. They end up marrying wrong men who are in religion, and those women end up being abusive. Those men end up not knowing how to treat a woman. Even though our holy books specifically says how you should treat your wife.
No, but me, that's why, like,
don't follow them.
me, I refuse to marry someone who's not Muslim and who doesn't know the deen. Because, like, if you haven't, like, if you don't know the deen, how are you gonna know how to, treat me or treat my family, know my rights? And, like, me as a Muslim, like, I know, I read the Quran and stuff, right? So, like, I know my right as a woman, my right if I'm a wife, right? I know my rights, right? But if I marry someone who's not Muslim, like, they won't understand all those stuff, right?
They won't.
So that's why, like, I will never, like, step out and marry someone who's not. I cannot. Like, it's just,
honestly, I'm very open-minded.
You the fake me, I'm not the.
If you are Arab now, I will convert for you, sir. As long as you give me time, I learn.
And it's not
no,
like.
I have
and
seen
also,
people who converted.
I don't know, but I'm saying it doesn't.
Footsteps.
And then the thing is, most of the time, people who convert, they're the ones who practice the most than other people. Because like you had to find the religion by yourself.
I have seen that.
Yeah, because you're more devoted because you found the religion by yourself. Nobody guided you to that. Right? So you practice more. And sometimes even though just because you're Muslim, you're born Muslim, some of them don't end up practicing. Some of them don't know the Quran. Some of them don't know how to pray. So like, and then you have to like, they're just Muslim by name or by association. So you tend to lose all those Islamic values because you never grew up doing it, or you just like, you wasn't as devoted
as you're supposed
to be. Yeah.
But
so
you know
like,
what? And that applies to. I mean, I'm a Christian and I love being a Christian. And one of the things I love about the Bible is I want to know so much how me as a woman I need to be treated in the marriage. I never took time for that.
Really?
Yeah. I never. You know, I was in my early 20s.
You know, the only reason I knew like my rights and stuff, because like at one point, like when I was engaged, right, and he was a pretty good guy, like he was like a sheikh and stuff. So like he's like, but in order like for this to work out and stuff, like I need you to like take a time and look like what are your rights, and be able like to remove it like around this relationship, knowing like this is your rights and these are my rights. So he was actually a pretty good guy. Just didn't work out because
expectations I have from you and that you have
exactly.
from me.
And like he was like straightforward, like, and it was like, and you know, like Islamically we don't date like that. Like if you're dating, like someone has to be like, you have to have a chaperone with you, right? So like one of your brothers or your fathers or your uncles like comes along with you, so you guys don't have stupid conversations. Because sometimes like the conversation goes in a different direction where you shouldn't be like, oh, I like the color purple. What do you like? Pink? No, I don't need that time. Like we talk about like deep stuff, like meaningful stuff. Like if we have kids, this what are you gonna like? How are you gonna happen? How are you gonna like? What career path are you taking? How do you want the household to be running? What is expected of me? What is expected of you? How should I be treated?
And how do you want to be treated?
Exactly. So like that's why like in Islam we don't believe in like in dating just like for the sake of dating.
Yeah. Nice. Is marriage overrated?
I don't know how to answer this one. To each his own. I don't know. I feel like
these
days
balance.
these days I'm looking at marriage and I'm just like, yikes.
They're like, oof.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
So, what is your thought on that?
Is marriage overrated? Yes.
In what sense?
I'm sorry, you know me, I speak my mind on certain things.
Yeah, now I ask you. In what sense now they be?
Oh, I need to elaborate.
Yes. So.
Anyway, this is how I feel about marriage. sound stupid.
This yeah.
Okay, when I was young.
Okay.
I was that when I was young. So when I was in my early 20s, I used to think that marriage is... There's no need for marriage.
There's no need?
Because I was like, it's two people coming together. It's basically having a roommate. That's what I used to see it as.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like you and I signed these papers. We are now like a couple. You're my roommate, and this is how each roommate is supposed to contribute to their household. That's how I used to see it. With the rate of divorce, I was, I'm reading this novel, and it's like a documentary of finding yourself before finding someone else. And it has opened my eyes so much. Because before, when I used to court someone, I used to be like, I want marriage. And I would go with those expectations. And when those expectations weren't met, I would be so heartbroken. And then after, I would be like, was I even ready? Would I even have been the partner this person needed? Would I even be fully committed to this marriage? And am I ready to commit to something for a lifetime?
That's true.
Because I need to learn myself before I can learn someone else. Before I learn how to live with you, I need to learn how to live with myself. And this is in search of I need to learn how to talk to someone. Because it's two different people with two different characters coming to meet. There's like a differences. It's either it's gonna put you close or you guys are gonna hit one another and go further.
That's why I feel like in the early stages you should have like deeper conversations, right?
Yeah.
And like get to know like each other, like
and don't
actually
push
that
someone
person.
who's not ready.
Yeah.
If your partner is not ready and you're ready, walk away and
just
find someone who's ready for marriage.
And also like with parents, like some parents do force their kids to get married, like, and then they turn out to be like in a abusive marriage or a marriage that there's no love in it. They're just there for the sake of being there.
For the sake of being there.
Yeah.
Maybe you have children and you don't want to leave.
And then it becomes worse when you have children because you're stuck.
It's toxic.
You're stuck. And then that's one thing, like I appreciate my mother. One thing she said to me, because my mom got married when she was young, so she said one thing I would advise you, Sonia, like don't rush to get married. It's always gonna be that you're always gonna find someone. But the thing she's like, right now, like you're still young. This is your chance. Like you don't have kids, you don't have a husband. Go to school, focus on your education, get your degree, find yourself, like know yourself and stuff. And then when you feel like you're ready, then get married. Because she said, you see, like if you like, let's say I didn't go to school and like finish school and stuff, right? What is this? If I end up getting married and God forbid something doesn't work out and it leads to divorce and I have kids, how am I going to fend for those kids and I didn't go to school and I don't have a backup plan? And like, let's say the husband is also abusive. Like, how am I going to leave that situation? Because like, think about it. He's controlling the finance. I don't have anything coming into my account because like, I didn't go to school. I don't have a backup plan. I don't have a career of my own. Like, who am I going to rely on? Even though like you say your family is going to be there, but there's so much that your family just can't be like helping you all the time too, right? You also have to be independent. And then you have to start all over again. That's just
like from zero.
No, I could never. I'm just like nope. And that's why like I feel like even you look back in the days, like when our parents when they were getting married, most of the time the wives like back home they didn't have like a career or anything.
Used to be a stay-at-home
you
mom.
used to be a stay-at-home mom, right? And that's why they tolerated so many shit that our grandfathers were doing.
Grandpa, I see you. Yeah, so that's the thing. But that's true.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I took away from that documentary. If you're not ready to commit to anything, don't start anything. Don't even start it at all. And I felt that. And it's like they were talking to me. And that's why I view marriage very differently. Like before, I used to be like, if I'm going in a relationship, I'll ask this guy, when can we get married? Yeah, that's how I was. But I stopped. Like if you and I getting to know one another, hey, whenever you're ready, man.
You know, in Islam, the thing is, like if you're seeing someone, obviously you're seeing them to get married. So I feel like us, like as Muslim, when like we're courting each other, we don't really ask like, oh, you see us getting married that much because we know that's the whole point of us courting us. Like, because I'm not gonna be wasting my time, me and you, just talking to you for the sake of talking to you. No, you know what this is.
I feel like
leading
in
to
Christianity it is too, but right now for me I try to see both sides. I try to see with how the world is evolving and also apply my biblical beliefs and try to move with them with the way the world is moving. And it's just like, if this is not the one for me, that's why I detach myself and walk away, and then I set you free. There's no need of all of the two of us like leading each other along. And then you end up missing your person, and it's like when we get out it's too late, and then we have to start searching our souls, like our soulmates. We've wasted so much time focusing on the wrong people.
That's so true. Sometimes you do, you end up focusing on the wrong people that you miss your opportunity. Or like sometimes like, that's why I say like sometimes you just need to sit down and work on yourself. Because like when it's your time,
it's your time.
No one, and when God said like it's the time for you, it will happen. Maybe it'll be in your 20s, maybe it'll be in your 30s, maybe it'll be in your 40s.
I'm not dating you for 5 to 10 years.
That nonsense. That one for dating you for 10 years. I'm dating you playing roommates. Who told you I want to go to house with you?
I cook, you come and eat.
You come and eat. And you sit there. You say, oh, I'm hungry.
And then you start having units are very strong.
I know, but
I just don't think I can do
it.
My mouth is not good. 2% of me is not correct.
I don't think I could ever, man. Especially like even like living with a guy and stuff like that. You know, married. There's no commitment. There's nothing. I could never. And then he's telling me,
and it's okay for people who are doing it.
It's okay. That's what.
That's the whole good thing about it, right? Is people are willing to give that try. And some of them are successful. Some of them live successful marriages out there. More than people who have started dating like 3 months and they're ready into marriage. Because then if you've stayed with someone, I feel like maybe you've known this person. Like you know this person who they are for those 3-5 years that you've been with them.
5 years.
Most people that I've seen making it, they've been living together for 3 years.
My friend, by 2 years at least, and 2 years is pushing it. You should know.
3 years for me is pushing.
Sometimes they'll be wasting for you, man. Like they're wasting your time at this point. Cause like there's someone else who's better, who's like they're just blocking your blessings, just stalling you. Some of them they do know your potential and they're just wasting your time.
Anywhere.
They're just holding you.
Stuck here. You want?
I cannot. Like some people.
Okay, what should people? I've already discussed that one. What should people know before marriage? But it's discussed it. Like just find yourself.
We did. We went on it briefly.
Yeah. So our experiences. That was our last question.
Our experiences in getting married?
No. Sorry, not our experiences. It's just like some of the things that I have seen with the way things are these days. And you know, like right now, when I sit down and look, I'm like, I was looking, but I was just when I was watching. Again, I sometimes I just like to see documentaries or just hear stories, right? And one of the women, she said, why do you think so many women right now, why do you think there's a high rate of divorce? And this woman says it's because you go into something, you have expectations, and when those expectations are not met, you get out. Or you go in, the person you knew from dating is not the person you marry. Like after marriage, these people become strangers. You feel like you didn't know this person at all. There's people like that. Yeah, there's both men and women. Sometimes you do get to know the person, but once you live with the person, it's different. Yeah, you start saying, who are you? You still see the stuff that you do. Yeah, you just like. Let me tell you, if you leave the toilet seat up, you and I are done. Let me just tell you. I just can't stand a man who's like arrogant, with lights, and then arrogancy. I beg, I cannot. And they will like. And then you feel like you are the most like braggadocious. You can walk away. I don't care. Really, my brother. I'll leave you. You're the woman at that point. You're the woman in the relationship. I'll leave you. There's no point. What did you say? My brother, it's okay, sir. You can carry on. I cannot. But again, marriage is a beautiful thing. It is. Congratulations to those who have tied knots this month and last month. We just started July, but there's people already doing have went into July. So congratulations. We wish all of you success in this new journey. And please send your relatable story to the Mambo Jumbo podcast or on our Instagram DM or Facebook DM. Follow us on all our social media handles. And do not forget to subscribe and visit our YouTube channel.
And one more thing for the girls. You cannot be expecting a man to be doing stuff for you when you can't do it for yourself too. So like if you're gonna say like you want 50-50, you better come with that 50-50. Don't be expecting like if you saying I want a car and stuff, yourself don't even have a car, you're taking a bus. What kind of nonsense is that?
That was deep.
No, it's true. Like some girls are expecting, especially because I have brothers, so I also understand like how they feel, right? With girls wanting so much, I want this, I want that, I want this. What are you bringing? They're saying that the tables. What table are you?
They're the round one.
It's yours.
The round one with the gold.
So like, be realistic with your expectation, especially when guys are like, what is this, in their 20s, early 20s, they're still figuring it out. They're figuring out themselves too, right?
And
they're financial,
men.
exactly, the pressure too, right? And they're not financially stable at that point.
They're starting life
just like you, but you have such a high demand. Like you need this, you need to be having this, you need to be doing this and that. What are you doing? Nothing. So it has to be going both ways. So like if you don't have it either, work on yourself.
Work on getting it.
Yeah, that's why I say work on yourself. Like you shouldn't be thinking about being in a relationship at that point.
Yeah. But anyway, this is another topic that will come in on. This is another topic that will come on in our next topic. Our next topic is hot. It will have emotions rising.
Not pepper.
It will make people, like mostly from us, we might cry.
Who is me?
You and I.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to speak for myself. I might cry because the next topic is very deep.
Ooh,
It's like a very heavy topic.
Do I know?
Yeah. So put your tissues ready because this one
is ready.
is gonna be a heavy one.
Ooh.
And honestly, I cannot wait. Like this is one thing that I've really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm so ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we thank you all. Do not forget again to visit our
You know, you guys
social
are
media
watching.
platforms.
It's so mean. You guys are so mean. Some of you guys are watching secretly, but you refuse to hit that subscribe button
Publicly.
And then you know the nervous the other ones. Oh, I see what you're doing. Keep it up, please. No, just
No,
keep
why
it
are you
there.
not one of the subscribers? Why are you not one of the people subscribing and commenting?
They're
If
very
you like
rude.
what I'm doing.
They're very rude though.
I know we are all busy. But as you're driving in the morning, you could be listening.
Oh,
this
and now
we've launched.
Yeah, we are. Like,
Did they know?
We
You
didn't say
guys,
it.
we've launched.
We are on Apple Podcasts and is this
Spotify.
Spotify? Yeah, on Spotify as well, and also like we're on other like podcast services as well.
Yes.
You will find
You
us.
guys, we've launched. And are we excited?
We are very excited,
It was a long time.
and we are taking it serious.
Oh,
No,
this
we're
is what
working-
episode 5.
Yes, and we're
This-
working a full-time jobs.
Full-time jobs, and we're still here.
So-
So please, we're taking time to not only share this perspective,
But we also like enjoy like having this conversation
I do.
with you because like we used to do it randomly without anyone filming.
Yeah.
So
we're
like why not?
why not? And we are here.
Yeah.
This is episode 5, and this shows how deep and serious we've gone into this.
Mm-hmm.
So our next episode, do not miss out, and send your relatable story. Our next week question is, what is one thing? No. It is forgiving the same as forgetting?
Ooh.
Can you forgive and
And
forget? Hey, comment and
Okay.
listen. Do not forget to subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
please. And
Don't be
comment.
rude now. Subscribe. I beg. Okay.
Bye.